Hey, what's up, everybody? Your lovely your wardrobe here, your local friendly wardrobe, LFW. Yeah. So we got a little impromptu session, somewhat impromptu. We kind of planned it, but we both forgot. So that says everything you need to know about us. But McMurray has got a new order in, and so we want to do a quick unboxing of some miniatures. So it's miniatures. So if you're looking for an unboxing of a game, forget it. You're not getting here. This is miniatures only. There's his arm and hand. But we want to, and give me 1 second here. I want to see if we have, if we're live. We are live. Okay, hold on. I suddenly had a doubt in my mind about something. Hold on, everybody. Okay. All right.
No.
Anyway, so we just want to get on real quick. Let us know if you're watching. And Gun Barrel, nice hands. Hand model much? Yeah, that's his second career, third career. How about mine? Mine good? No, mine are nasty. Oh, you can see that. Anyway, well, thanks, Gun Barrel. We got Gun Barrel with us, representing the northern peoples.
Nice.
So, all right, cool. Well, McMurray, so talk to us about what you got and what you're going to use them for, and show away. So, what happened? What'd you get?
Yeah, so a while back, I'm trying to see the exact date. Footsore Miniatures did a Kickstarter, I think spearheaded by Footsore North America. That being said, did a Kickstarter for French and Indian War, or for those of you in the rest of the world, the North American theater of the 7 Years' War.
Okay.
But kind of set in the winter, which is pretty cool. There was a lot of winter fighting that went on, and so now you guys can see my boundary.
Yeah, sorry, I moved your boundary on you.
That's okay.
Because you get many war mutts smashing the like because McMurray is on.
Yeah. So what we got, it's cool. I mean, I have a bunch of French and Indian War miniatures already, but the winter thing is new, different. So I did jump on. Footsore has done previously a Roberts Rangers little. I don't know if it's a Kickstarter, just released a pack, but it's 10 or 12 Roberts Rangers, so irregular type stuff, not massed ranks. That was really cool. I got those miniatures. Those were really pretty miniatures. But so I have just kind of the base Kickstarter here. They're starting to ship now. But yeah, so those of you who are excited, who may have backed this or are thinking about looking at it now, there we go. Yeah, Manicure too. It was pretty awesome. Hey, what up, Paul? Hey, Crossing Obstacles. We got the Australian audience today. So basically what comes in here, guys, is there's 2 packs of Infantry in the base Kickstarter for each faction, and then a sled/sledge, right? Because it's like the Battle of Snowshoes, so you got to get your wounded guys out of there. Do that on sleds traditionally. So
that's cool.
8 figures per faction for the Rangers, French Marines, and then also for Native Americans. So let's dive right into that real quick. We will start with we'll start with the French. Nobody likes the French. We'll start with them. So there's, again, 3 packs. They've all got snowshoes. I'll show you those in just a second here, which is pretty slick.
I assume these will probably come on sale on their site when this is all over.
Absolutely. Footsore's really good about doing cool little add-ons like snowshoes, or if they're modern stuff like whatchamacallit, like nods and stuff like that. They're really good looking miniatures. They're not like all the way up to 32s, but they're bigger than traditional 25s. They're right firmly in that 28 millimeter. Okay, so as you can see, there's a lot of cool kind of detail in here. This is the French leader that comes in this pack. You can see he's got a gorget. There's a couple arms and spare muskets in here that I don't want to pull out because I'm sure I'm going to drop them. You can see right there some of the snowshoes that come separate, so you can have your guys on snowshoes or off of them. As usual, the stowage and not stowage, but the packs and stuff are just immediately jump out as really cool. You can tell they're French Marines. They've got the emblem on some of
So
their
yeah, if you're able to
equipment.
bring that up there, is it going to
Yep,
focus or come on,
there
come
you
on,
go.
buddy?
There we
Oh,
go.
oh, okay,
So
yeah.
you can see where they've got that
Yeah, that's good detail.
anchor and everything. Yeah, so this is before packs were like standardized and whatnot. So you kind of just have a bunch of bags on a bunch of straps and a bunch of stuff like that. One of the other cool things that I'm immediately realizing is that for the French, they actually have banded muskets, which is kind of cool. That's not something you see very often, even in 28s.
What is that?
So holding the wood forestock and the barrel of the musket together is a band as opposed to a pin like you would see um, in
Huh?
British
Wow.
long
Okay.
long arm design, which is pretty slick. You can actually tell that they're flintlocks. That's cool for a nerd like me. So that's the first pack of French that had a leader and some guys in it. Here's the second pack. Let me pull some of these guys out. We got dude who's a couple guys kneeling / squatting down. Again, here we've got a bunch of separate hands, which is cool. It's always nice to see manufacturers, especially in their Kickstarters, when they'll put in cool stuff like that, not just entirely single piece, really simple sculpts. Again, they're wearing the traditional parkas, that kind of capote style thing, which is pretty slick, as well as the hat, the French Voyager hat, and everything else. Some of them have the tricorn.
Yeah, can
These
you
are
zoom in on see if you can get one to focus in a little bit? Come on. Yeah.
Come on, quit focusing on my fingers. I'm getting it to focus on the fingers and then backing off, and it's not wanting to do
Oh,
that.
how funny.
Here. We'll do one at a time.
Oh, bam.
Yeah. So again,
They're bulky. I mean, they're thick.
they are. I mean, so that's the thing, right? There's no Gore-Tex or shit, so it's just layers and layers and layers of
Yeah.
wool garments, wool coats. I mean, hell, next weekend in mid Missouri here, I'll be camping, doing the F&I thing, and it's gonna be very
Yeah,
similar.
that's pretty cool. Can you pick up the one guy that was one? Looked like his boot or something was like flapping or something. Like he was standing up. The guy you just pulled out the 4 or 5 you just pulled out of the bag.
In the last batch,
No. The one you just have out there. I thought I saw like a flap. Maybe I just was not seeing something right.
oh, were you seeing this
Oh,
chunk?
that right there, that guy. What is that?
That
Yeah, it's blurry.
it is blurry. That's a piece of flash.
Oh, okay. All right. I didn't know if it was a flap on the boot. Okay, cool.
No, sorry. There you go. Now it's gone.
Yep.
But yeah, so there's the 2 French infantry packs. Again, 4 guys in each one. Each one's got kind of a dude with a tomahawk style thing as well. And then, like I said, there's a wounded guy for each faction. So this guy will go down onto this sled. A guy pulling. Old boy on sled. And then
The sled.
a sled. Because again, I mean that's part of the cool thing, right? Is that it's that extra little stuff that especially Tim at North America has been doing for a long time. It's just those extra little things. So not just a pack of infantry, but for his moderns, like the igloo coolers and the water bottles and stuff like that. So the French have a frame style sledge, right? So these 2 pieces will go under the platform to then be pulled along with wounded guy on it.
Okay.
An old boy. Yeah.
So when you build that sled, will you actually probably put that on a small base or something?
Yeah, so most of these guys will go on, 1-inch washers as per usual. That'll probably be on like a 1x2-inch piece. So all one thing to move around.
Yeah.
So then I'll have a strap going from the sled around old boy who's pulling its shoulders.
Did Tim sculpt these?
I think they're sculpted by Stavros, the same guy who's done a lot of the stuff for Footsore North America recently.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, they're not out. He's the guy who does most of their sculpting, but no, he didn't personally sculpt them, I don't think. So next is the Indians, Native Americans. We've got, again, cool. So again, French trade muskets with the bands again. I like that. That's awesome. That's stuff I don't necessarily see a lot of times, especially with this period. It's
I like you got the hoodie on. Cool.
Yeah. So again, that traditional capote. There's a guy with a more traditional, headdress.
Oh, that's man. Look at the detail on the arrows there. That's
Yeah,
pretty
dude.
nice.
Yeah, it's pretty outstanding. Again, slightly more traditional. You can see how it's cool. You can see the variants in the packs and stuff.
Yeah.
On their
Oh, the
back.
feathers too, man.
Yeah, exactly. So these are pretty awesome. Again, more guys who are crouched down, which is super cool. I
How's
like that.
the I see flashing. Is it a lot of flashing? Is it kind of normal? What do you think?
It's pretty standard. None of it. Not one thing that I have noticed is none of it is like big and thick stuff. You know what I mean? That you're gonna have to file. You clip
Okay.
all of it off, scrape it, with a flat piece, and you're pretty much good.
That's good. Okay.
So again, we got another pack of these nice native gentlemen, First Nations peoples. If you're getting after the Canadian thing. So again, we've got the muskets are really nicely done. I really like that. I enjoy that quite a bit. So this guy you can see actually has, as opposed to that French musket, he's got a brown vest.
So maybe take the other guys off. Seems to focus when you have one on there.
Yeah, I need to get closer. There we go. Okay.
Come on. It's so funny what it.
Right. I wish there was a way to like set the focus.
Yeah.
But
well. Okay.
I don't know. I'll have to upgrade my cameras. But anyways, good. The cool thing is, again, we've got one style of musket and then another one from these native guys. And again, the packs and how they're carrying their stuff is different from miniature to miniature, which especially on these irregular guys is pretty slick. Again, we've got just tons of snowshoes for everybody. And there we go. These guys, the style of the sled is different. It's a toboggan style thing. So hang on.
No, Paul doesn't look like bases. You got to provide your own bases.
No, Paul. So that was the thing. I know Tim really likes clear bases. I like washers. It depends on what you're looking for. But again, we got a guy who's wounded who will be on said sled, and then a guy pulling. So again, this one is built slightly differently. It is a toboggan style sled for those of you who might be like Paul and have never seen snow in your life because you live in Australia where it's constantly beautiful and warm. It snowed here last night, so that was fun. People were crashing into one another, playing bumper cars on the highway and stuff.
You could make kind of a cool little base with that, a little bit of snow and trudging through some mud.
Exactly. I'm really looking forward to that. Of all the basing that I don't mind doing nearly as much, snow is number one. I just mix a little bit of white glue in with a little bit of white paint in with my clear glue so that it makes the snow more opaque. And it really gives a good, because oftentimes when you use like snow, like, prepared hobby material that's supposed to be snow, it's just crushed glass. So if you just put it on clear glue, it turns it looks more like just icy frost and it's clear and it's kind of shitty looking. But with a dab of white paint, and then you can go back in over the top with the clear if you want to. So it looks like you got a little bit of a frost, but then it actually looks like you've got deep snow as opposed to just a coating of bullshit.
Right.
Sorry, that's me being bitter about winter weather.
So real quick, why don't you just tell us what the four guys are and then pick one to show us to pull up and focus on.
Yeah. So here, again, we've got four more. These are the British, so the Rangers. And we'll grab this guy. So again, you can see there's a little bit of flashing on his
there we go.
But he's got the cool light infantry hat, which is pretty cool with that facing. Again, you've got all the traits of an irregular guy running around the woods. Got a tomahawk. Again, the really, really cool, well done shorter model brown bess, right? So standardly would be a first model that's like the 40-something inch barrel. This is a shorter cutoff model. I think they knocked 11 inches off the barrel for that. Same heavy winter kind of overcoat. And his bedroll is actually on a tump line, which is pretty cool. It just comes across the front here as opposed to over the shoulders. That's a pretty cool.
That's a lot of attention to detail, man. That's pretty
cool. Yeah, it's a pretty cool detail to add there. Because again, like I was explaining I'm about to be walking around doing this, wandering around in the woods, doing the woods walking, all that stuff. And shit gets really heavy when you've got, 2, 3, 4 straps on each shoulder.
Right.
So the tump line's a cool touch, as well as this belly box right up here in the front. This cartridge box sits
It's called
on
the fanny pack.
Yeah, it sits on the belt. So that's where a ready reserve of cartridges are. That was one of the things I pointed out to Tim, like, hey man, here's a picture of gear. That's super important, especially for the British.
Cool.
But yeah, really cool one. Bicarbonate of soda, much more like powdered snow. Yeah. I've done that. I've mixed. Over here in the U.S., guys, that's baking powder. Again, if you mix both of those together, you got to kind of feel like Scarface while you're mixing them up. But it gets you a really cool, not quite as picturesque Christmas village of a snow effect, but a far more realistic one.
I
Yeah.
think baking soda is more what it is. Baking powder. There is a difference.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Baking soda. I apologize. It's the stuff you stick in your fridge to make it nuts.
Yeah. Arm and Hammer over here.
Yeah. There you go. So again, 4 more. Some are walking, some are standing, some are doing other stuff, some are kneeling. We're gonna pull this guy up because that's just a cool sculpt. See, there's a little bit of flash.
Yep.
Now it's gone. That's a cool figure. Hang on.
Oh, there we go. Oh, he's yelling. Yeah, sweet.
Orders. He's got his musket.
Does he got a big old mustache on him?
No, that's his. Not quite. Not quite.
Okay. Wow.
He's clean shaven. But
nice.
Again, so just a really cool variance in the packs. There's his bayonet back there. Bedroll's tattered. Cool stuff. I like it a lot. Man. Yeah. Hey, what up, Chuck? But again, there's 8 standard infantry for each faction coming with the base Kickstarter.
Okay.
Stretch goals. There's 2 additional leaders for each faction as well.
Okay.
I'm obviously going to pick up so that I can have 2 groups of 5 guys each for duh.
Yeah, so I'm sorry, do you have a leader right now? Do you have a leader and 7 guys?
So there's kind of like a leader-ish figure in each of the 4 packs.
Oh, in each of the 4 packs. Okay.
Yeah, so it'll be a good leader specialist 3 guys.
Okay.
Then here with I just poured it out, so now I gotta pick up snowshoes. But the British Colonial Rangers also have a toboggan style sled. Again, guy to lay down on the sled, some extra stowage, so he's got like a bundle right there, and then a guy to be pulling, which will be cool to just stick on like just a 1x2 or one of those pill-based style things that Warlord sends with support weapons and whatnot and light machine guns. And I just dumped both of those snowshoes immediately under the bag instead of into the bag. And again, we got a toboggan style sled, so those will be really cool to put together. There are also 3 additional figures which go kind of with one of my favorite parts of the Kickstarter, which is yet to be seen. But here are 3 additional just kind of generic trapper style figures. And those guys go with it's me, so anybody who knows me will naturally know what I'm most excited about.
Wait, that came in the Kickstarter?
There's a boat with Kickstarter, yeah. So any of you who are familiar with the works of Jack getting away on a boat that isn't the Titanic, this one doesn't sink. There's a movie that's very reminiscent of this, but awesome boat, cool boat, really, really outstanding. Naturally, of course, as soon as it came out, some dude got on the Kickstarter. That's not entirely period. Well, shut up. It's awesome. It's resin, so I need to heat this up just so it'll stick a little bit, or so it'll and bend it back. Not a big deal. Again, pretty simple cleanup. There was a little bit of flashing on the bottoms here. That's about it, though. There'll be a little bit of sanding down on the bottom of the boat just to get it even, or I might just leave it because it looks pretty watery. But there's that. These 3 guys go on the boat. There is a shitload of stowage.
Oh, wow.
Boat, right? So bundles of fur and stuff, as well as another pack that is metal stuff, which has a number of ladders to get from 1 to 2, as well as a full where is it? Oh, the other part's in here.
I like the
Rudder,
oh yeah.
right? As well as there's a resin chunk to extend that rudder up to
Oh, that's cool.
the base. And because it's a boat and Tim asked me what should be on it, there's a swivel gun.
Oh, of course you did.
And then this guy is pretty specifically designed to either sit up here doing something, whether he's up here, fixing to steer to turn, or if he's sitting on stowage up here with a swivel gun. But super cool. There's also more kind of generic trapper figures. There were stretch goals on the. Oh, there's the extension. It got stuck in the bag for that. Again, that extra long.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Because traditionally, a guy stood up on top here so he could
Yeah.
see to then steer. So that's pretty slick. Really super duper excited about this. And like I said, there's more trappers as well. I just did not grab them right away
Will
because
you keep that top off? I mean, removable, so you can put guys in there.
I will. I probably won't.
Okay.
I'll probably model it. Realistically, it'd be full of stuff. Like, because the idea is you just get as many furs crammed onto this thing as possible. And there's plenty of room to move some figures around. I'll probably keep the stowage separate on the decks so that I can pull that off, put it on, kind of like trees sometimes for just decorative purposes to show that there is stowage on there, but it's not.
Yeah, that's cool.
The end of times. There's also one of the cool things is there's a number of just furs to lie loose on the ship, which is a really cool kind of touch. So in this cast resin stuff, there's a number of just furs to lay loose. Obviously, it's stuff you can do with paper toweling or whatever, some rope. But it's nice to just have them on there so you can clip them and just glue them on if you want to. You're not having to go get paper towel, get white glue, get it all sloppy, get it. Yeah. Yeah, look at the size of some of these bales. They're just super cool. Like I said, we might do, if folks want to see them and enjoy them, I might hop on again with the rest of the figures once I've got those in my hands. But it's starting to ship. Figured I'd give people a bit of a hey, check this out. Here's what's coming to you. You can see the figures in the flesh. And
that's great. Yeah, when you get the others,
I'm super duper excited to paint these guys up.
Yeah, they got. I mean, it'll be fun detail and stuff. So, hey, people in the comments, if you want to see them do more of these, just let us know, please. Because if you don't, man, I'll be like, no way, McMurray, I'm not doing that anymore.
Let's pull this guy out. He's got again that cool Voyager, like a knit hat, and then you can just see how grubby his gear is.
That's great.
Awesome. It's awesome. So,
okay,
the figures should be available, in a short time here with, to the big mass market, or to, just available to everybody on their website. But in the meantime, like I said, Kickstarter fulfillment is in the early stages in terms of getting miniatures shipped out to everybody. This had a overwhelmingly positive response. Cool. I think they're out of, I think there were a little under 200 backers that backed the Kickstarter, which was fantastic because originally the goal was like 30 something backers, but people ordered like 250 something of these boats.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, dude, they're slick. They are super cool. So if you like them, obviously, get on there, let Tim and the Footsore people know, because just like with Baron's War, they're very good about if people like stuff, they'll continue to put stuff out. And I don't know about you guys, but I want to see a French like square bowed, flat bottom bateau as well, so that we can just, because there's boats, so ergo we need to have some sort of naval fight going here.
Cool.
Also,
we have three votes for more of these, so more will next time you get a batch, we'll do another one.
More will definitely work. I was about to say the other cool thing about this period and this setting is that it's going to be really easy. There's going to be some cool, easy terrain projects that will undoubtedly pop up. What up, Modeling for Advantage? So yeah, that's one thing. Originally, the hope was to put out a rule book as well with this, using the Barons War rules. Those really didn't kind of work for the period / the adjustment. That being said, instead of just saying, well, you're shit out of luck, giving you a million excuses or whatever else, like a lot of Kickstarters do, or just immediately refunding your money, the folks at Footsore paired up with everyone's favorite rules writer, Jay Wiley, and are shipping Horse and Musket 2 in place of the rule book. There's an option if you don't want the rule book or you want a refund, they'll do your refund, or they'll ship Horse and Musket 2 to you.
Oh, that's awesome.
Very good. And a PDF of, I think it's Muskets and Mohawks, or Mohawks and Tomahawks, the French and Indian War supplement for Horse and Musket in a PDF. So that's pretty cool, which is also super duper handy on account of you have the guys come in full of lead, war bands. I meant to grab that. Oh, what do you know? It is right here. Here's my printed version of it. I got the PDF because I have problems losing books. So that'll be cool. I'm really excited to get a less bootleg copy of this. This isn't bootleg. This is actually original, but it's 50-something pages. Really good book. And then the French and Indian War supplement is also available and will be shipped out as a PDF. Yeah, look at that. There you go. Todd's got the pretty version. But yeah, so hopefully that was cool. I hope you guys enjoyed it. There's a big ass bear in the stretch goals too, obviously, because there's got to be a big ass bear. If Leo's going to be on the boat, you got to get everything that kills him. So I'll be modeling some icebergs and all that stuff. But guys, hopefully you enjoyed it. I know I enjoyed talking to you, and who knows, maybe we'll make this into a 2020 project and we'll make a bunch of terrain and all that good stuff.
Or 2022, whichever. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, 2022.
So hey, yeah, I was going to ask what you want to use it for, and I would think, oh gosh, seems like perfect for that.
Horse and Musket, and then I don't remember. It's not Muskets and Tomahawks. It's what is it? It is. It's a good. I own it.
It's not Muskets and Tomahawks. I thought that was the name of it.
Red Hatchets and Black Powder.
Oh, okay.
French and Indian War supplement. Red Hatchets and Black Powder. It's got a tomahawk and a flintlock pistol on the front of it.
Yeah.
Very good. Also, yeah. I'll put some beavers in there just for you, Paul. But
that's awesome, man. Thanks for coming on and doing that. I've been called to dinner. So
thanks for hopping on. Yeah.
So thank you everybody for jumping on, for the comments. We will next time when he gets the bear and some other stuff, we'll get on here, and maybe, I don't know, maybe that would be, I think, one video with the new stuff, and then maybe you could do a separate video, McMurray, where you talk maybe a little bit about some of the stats you put on them or something, if you want to do that.
Absolutely.
For Wiley Games. I mean, at least this one, because I'm familiar with it, but cool. Thanks everybody. Thanks McMurray. We're going to end it here. You too. You also take care. Thanks, Chuck, for coming on. Thanks all. Yeah. Crossing, Modeling for Advantage, Paul, Minnie, everybody. Thanks a lot. We'll talk to you later. See ya.